I thought they said stand, so I didn't know. Stand if they
For when they
Thank you. You may be seated, please. Graduates, you may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to the fourth commencement program for Toledo Early College High School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. may be seated. Congratulations to the class of 2012, their parents, and family members. And thank you to the faculty from Toledo Early College High School and the University of Toledo. None of this would be possible without the support of Toledo Public Schools and its partnership with the University of Toledo. Distinguished guests include Toledo Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Jerome Pecco, Toledo School Board Vice President, Ms. Brenda Hill, and members of Dr. Pecco's cabinet who are with us today, Mr. James Galt, Chief Academic Officer, Mr. James Gant, Chief Business Manager, Superintendents of K-12 Learning Communities, Mr. Brian Murphy and Dr. Romulus Durant. And in our audience today is Dr. Cecilia Adams, also a member of the school board. Our guest speaker today is Dr. Thomas Brady, chairperson of the Toledo Early College High School Governance Board and founder and CEO of Plastics Technologies, Inc. Today is about the students who understand there are no bragging rights to having been accepted at Toledo Early College High School. The bragging rights belong to the students who are able to stay and conquer the course, becoming graduates of one of the most successful high schools in the state of Ohio. You have upheld the Toledo Early College High School culture of academic excellence and climate of accomplishment by embracing opportunities that can only be experienced at our school. And whereas all of you are successful students, having accomplished academic milestones, having experienced the importance of service to others, while learning to appreciate the cultural and unique differences of your classmates, there is one student who took those accomplishments one step further. Our valedictorian embodies all the finer qualities of each of you. I present to you the #1 student in the class, Robert Cagle.
Oh, the silence. Oof. This tassel's gonna be the death of me, I swear. Okay. All right. Get it. Pine my ear. Good afternoon, and I would like to welcome Toledo Early College High School Principal, Dr. Robin Wheatley, Toledo Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Jerome Pecco, the University of Toledo President, Dr. Lloyd Jacobs, Chairman, CEO, and founder of Plastic Technologies Incorporated, Dr. Thomas E. Brady, as well as all other honored guests, faculty, staff, friends, and family. Today I stand before you, looking back at my past 4 years of high school, knowing that many of my fellow classmates have come and gone. Humbled by the friends I've made, and thinking of my accomplishments, the obstacles which I overcame to get to this heralded point, my graduation day. But today is not about me, at least not all about me. Today is about all of us here today. For our parents, who we would not be here without. No, really. If they didn't meet, none of us would be here today. Today is for you to look upon your children and know that through your wisdom and guidance, they will know right from wrong and have the courage to choose the path less traveled, as Robert Frost might say. For the faculty and staff, today is for you to look upon us, your students, and know that you have helped us refine our abilities so that we will be able to succeed in the future. for the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Today is for you to know that one day you will be standing here while we are congratulating you. For our honored guests, today is for you to know that through your various positions, whether it be the superintendent of Toledo Public Schools, you have helped us get to this point by ensuring that we all had the available resources we needed to succeed. Finally, for all of us seniors, we have followed a path which not many others have chosen to travel. It has been difficult, and we have all lost a great deal of sleep, I'm sure. But know that it has all been worth it, that you are graduating with 50 to 60 college credits, and that you are more prepared than most other graduating seniors in the state of Ohio. And you will be able to accomplish anything that you choose to do. But keep in mind, we will face hardships, but it is how we choose to overcome them that sets us apart. I would like to take this time to thank my parents, family and friends, faculty and staff of Toledo Early College High School, and Elizabeth Cummins, because without you, all of you, I would not be standing here today. Thank you for staying up with me on late nights, having faith in me when my own faith had fled from me, for giving me the courage to keep going when times were especially dark, and for caring enough to just always be there for me in case I needed you. And to all of the rest of the people in attendance today, thank you for accompanying all of us on our journey thus far. Finally, seniors, we graduate today not as strangers, but as a family. A slightly dysfunctional family at times, but a family nonetheless. Always remember these days, because they help to define who you are. But don't look back too long that you are unable to move forward. I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Thank you all again, and congratulations to the Early College High School class of 2012. We made it. Thank you.
Elizabeth Cummins is our salutatorian. Elizabeth came into our school as an accomplished student, having already mastered many of the skills necessary to be successful at Toledo Early College High School. I present to you our number 2 student, Elizabeth Cummins.
I'm gonna take a quick drink. Sorry. Dr. Wheatley, Mrs. Hawkins, members of the school board, guest speakers, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Good afternoon. I am honored to be speaking to you today. I'd like to thank you all for coming to this celebration that closes a lengthy chapter in my life and the lives of my fellow classmates and begins a new one. Today we will accomplish a goal we have been working for most of our lives to achieve. 18 years of life, 13 years of schooling, all leading up to this day, this moment. For the past 4 years, we have poured our blood, sweat, and tears into our education. We've maneuvered through and overcame, barely, the challenges the teachers here have thrown at us, such as the National History Day project and multi-genre. I still remember that amazing feeling sophomore year when I realized that it was over. I would never have to write another genre. I'm sure we all rejoiced that night. We've become, much to our teachers' dismay, masters at procrastination. We've spent half of our time here undersleeping and the other half oversleeping. We've learned as young teenagers the endless hours of work and dedication it takes to succeed in college. We've struggled so hard just to be here right now, and we did it. All our stress and hard work has paid off. We can proudly say that we deserve to be on this stage. I remember us as freshmen, and I'm amazed at the personal growth we have achieved. Some of us have overcome shyness, others have had adjusted attitudes, and many of us have opened ourselves up to new people. Going to an academically rigorous school, we all know how much importance is placed on grade point averages and test scores. And while those are certainly important, our accomplishments the past few years cannot be quantified into a few numbers. See, our transcripts fail to show a high school learning experience that is uniquely TECHS. We had a quality education that is unparalleled, and with a small student body, we developed strong, irreplaceable friendships with each other and our teachers. We've pushed each other. Together, we have gone through good and bad times, have fought and made up, only to do it all over again. Who we are today is a testimony to what we have learned from one another. My fellow graduates, when we receive our diplomas today, I hope you pause to look at everyone around you and think about what we have truly earned these past 4 years. But now, life is pulling us in different directions. This may be the last time in our lives that we are all together, so it's important that we cherish these last few hours together before we say goodbye. We are confused, anxious, excited, and sad. We are the leaders of tomorrow, but we're not quite sure where to go from here. However, when we are feeling doubtful of ourselves, we can look back on these 4 years, this moment, and be confident that we can do it, we can succeed. Let us laugh and smile at our shared memories as they spur us on. We are leaving behind amazing teachers who have put in more hours than they were paid for to make sure we have the best education and preparation for our future. They know us all personally, have challenged us, shaped us, and befriended us. Where else in TPS do you have teachers who will come in early, leave late, and hand out their phone numbers, all in the name of helping us? And that help does not stop here. I know that they will continue to help us even after we graduate. So thank you to the teachers. You make this school the excellent place it is. Our parents have both been dreaming about and dreading this moment since our first day of kindergarten. They have made incredible sacrifices to transport us to and from school every day and have supported us as we stayed up all night working. Though we may seem unappreciative at times, it means more to us than you'll ever know. You have been there for us from day one and always will be. You are our greatest support system. Thank you to all our parents and to my mom and dad. I love you. To my classmates, I want to thank you for being the individuals you are, because each of you has brought something special to our class, whether it be school spirit, talent, encouragement, laughs, or a helping hand. You've made these past 4 years memorable, and it has been a blessing to know you all. I am proud to be a graduate of Toledo Early College High School. My hopes for you are simple. Continue to work hard, be kind, and if you so dare to imagine greatness for yourselves, you can make it a reality. My thanks and best wishes go out to you all. Congratulations to the class of 2012.
Can I have Robert join me at the podium?
Dr. Wheatley, would you accept this gift from the class of 2012?
Yes, thank you. Our next guest is our greatest cheerleader. He personally acknowledges our students' accomplishments and our faculty and parents' contributions. Students and staff have seen him visit our school repeatedly. He and members of his cabinet's support and commitment have inspired us to trust in our work, to believe in our futures, and to remain faithful in our mission to educate students. Let us warmly welcome Dr. Jerome Petko, Superintendent for Toledo Public Schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Toledo Early College High School class of 2012. And seniors, soon to be graduates, congratulations to you also. This day represents a milestone that will open the door to many more milestones yet to come in your lives. For those of you in the audience who haven't heard, I'd like to share a few things about Toledo Early College High School that are specific bits of information that are very exciting for the Toledo Public Schools. First of all, in addition to their ranking as the 7th highest performing high school in the state of Ohio, we have just learned this week that the Toledo Public School District's Early College High School, and this is a tribute to all of you, has been selected to receive a very distinguished award. It's the Bronze Medal, and it's presented by the U.S. News and World Report, and it appears in their 2012 edition of America's Best High Schools. So congratulations. Thank you. And I have to say this, sharing the credit with our students for their outstanding student academic performance are our TECHS teachers, administrators, support staff, and the faculty of the University of Toledo for their dedicated service to this unique program. We thank you also. We also recognize the tremendous support that you parents have provided day in and day out, as Robert and Elizabeth both acknowledged, on behalf of your sons and daughters' efforts to succeed in the TECHS challenging and very rigorous program. We thank you for your dedication as well. Yes, they do, parents. There is one more very special group that I'd like to acknowledge here today. They are the TECHS Governing Board of the school. It's a volunteer group of citizens who, by the way, are distinguished in their own fields of work in our community and volunteer their services to meet regularly with the staff at Toledo Early College High School and members of the TPS staff to discuss ways constantly of improving the TECHS program. Currently, they are at the heart, for example, of a conversation that has led to the submission of a $3 million grant proposal to fund a state-of-the-art STEM component to the TECHS High School, which will further elevate the quality of the program, which is already about as high as I think it can go, but it will further enhance that program for TECHS, the TECHS school. And we thank the governing board, and there are several members of you here today. Ladies and gentlemen and members of the class of 2012, you are prepared and ready to receive your high school diploma, but it's much more than a high school diploma. You will depart from us already packed and ready to go off to the college campus of your choice with as many as 60 hours of credit already complete. That would make you college juniors at the ripe young age of 17 or 18 years old, and graduates and that is phenomenal, and graduates as early as an age of 19 or 20. If you're keeping a journal of your life's experience, senior class, you'll most likely write something very special about today. At least we hope you will. And if you had pen in hand right now, you might say something like this: Dear Journal, today is truly a milestone in my life. I have, or at least I hope I have, completed the academic requirements of the TECHS program and will graduate. Here I sit, dressed in cap and gown, squirming, it says in my notes, but I don't see movement going on over there, in an uncomfortable seat, paying not a whole lot of attention to what's been going on because there's so many things going on in your mind right now. And you're writing also that if you survive this day, You'll be ready to begin living the next major chapter in your life. And oh man, I'm sure in your minds you're saying you are ready for that next chapter. But on second thought, you may also have this go through your minds, and that is a question that suggests, am I really ready? TECHS class of 212, as sure as I'm standing here, you are destined one day to take a position in society that will be very influential. And unless you're superhuman or extraterrestrial, you most certainly will face situations that test your mettle. Situations that perhaps cause you from time to time to question your decisions or your ability on a certain circumstance. But don't become discouraged because there's not a person on the face of the earth who hasn't experienced doubt in one circumstance or another from time to time. That's because no matter how intelligent you are also human, and as members of the human race, like the rest of us, you will from time to time to experience what I call the dread of doubt. And whenever you have that dread of doubt, as long as you respond intelligently, and there's a whole lot to say about what that means, but we won't go there. So as long as you respond intelligently and with what you feel in your heart of hearts is best for the situation, trust in yourselves. You'll make the right decisions, not only for you, but most importantly, for those who depend upon you. I'd like to end with a quote from a writer I'm sure you all know and respect. And the quote is, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." That's from Dr. Seuss. I heard a chuckle or two out there. And I tried to analyze that, and it's got a lot of different interpretations bouncing around in my mind, so maybe you'll take that as a homework assignment for your graduation and try to figure it out for yourselves. But I think you know what we mean. So with that, Toledo Early College High School class of 2012, on behalf of the staff and board of the Toledo Public Schools, congratulations and our very best wishes to you as you continue your pursuit of excellence in all that you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Petko, and members of the Toledo School Board for helping us to stay focused on our mission to provide an excellent education to our students. He's been a dean for the College of Education at the University of Toledo, founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Plastics Technologies, Inc., and chairs the governance board for Toledo Early College High School. Under his leadership, a foundation has been established for our school, and our relationship with the University of Toledo has been strengthened. Our accomplishments have been exposed in more sectors of the community with his assistance. Let's welcome a man who wears more hats successfully than most people wear in a lifetime, Dr. Tom Brady.
You know, somebody has to deliver the life lessons, and I got the short straw today. Now, I got to tell you, Dr. Wheatley said I had an hour and a half. First, congratulations. And I'm going to say you've made it to the starting line. And note that I said starting line and not finish line. You have just begun your journey, and you have all the credentials to be successful. But the pace of change in today's world, you will not have the luxury of getting comfortable. There is no finish line in the race you are now beginning. But I guarantee you that it will be fun and exciting if you stick to the basics. What does that mean? Make lifelong learning a habit. Understand what employers are looking for, and learn how to act in a professional world. I want to spend a few minutes talking with you today about these three topics. Consider the following projection. 20% of what you know and use today in the workplace will be obsolete in 1 year. Complexity, diversity, and pace of change will characterize the business environment of the future, and you will necessarily have to compete in that environment by embracing change. It cannot be assumed for a minute that what was done or was relied upon yesterday will be viable tomorrow. And then consider the additional projection that 60% of new jobs in the future will require skills possessed by only 20% of those entering the workforce today. As TECHS graduates, you will all begin with an advantage, a great education, but you will also enter the same challenging world as your peers, where lifelong learning and professional behavior will make the difference. So let me speak for just a couple of minutes about lifelong learning. Make learning a habit. Don't stop learning just because you have a high school degree, or a college degree for that matter. What you learn over the next 5, 6, 7 years will be more important than what you learned here at TECHS in the last 4 years. Pursue only challenging activities. By that I mean, don't look for a cushy and easy job. Don't look for the easy courses. That might feel good for a while, but if you do not put yourself in a challenging job or in a challenging college curriculum, you will not have the incentive to learn, and you may quickly fall behind the pace of change which will characterize your eventual work world. Equally important is that you must stay current. Knowledge is growing exponentially in this world, and you can quickly become obsolete unless you actively commit to staying current in your profession. And don't be content with the obvious. One of the things you must guard against as a graduate of TECHS is that technology, in its most fundamental sense, is simply the accurate application of known information to solving a problem. If you get too comfortable with applying technical skills to get predictable answers, you may miss or lose the very thing which can make you most successful. That is, you must train yourself, indeed force yourself, to think outside the box. Don't be satisfied with answers that are correct. Instead, train yourself to always look for better ways, better answers. Don't settle for just being a good and competent employee. Be creative, be innovative, see the big picture. You will have a huge advantage in the new industrial world. As you eventually look for your first job, you will find that what you know and have learned here at TECHS or during the next few years in college is only part of the equation. When I look for an employee, I look for leadership, which means integrity, awareness, sensitivity, responsibility, and willingness to be held accountable. Employers are looking for good people with values. In the second place for me is energy. That means interest, curiosity, and independence. A person with high energy and commitment is a real asset to any employer. Of course, skills and experience are extremely important, and having experience and interests that match will usually get you an interview. But in the final analysis, employers are looking for good people who they can count on. Finally, and at the risk of sounding a bit more like a parent, which I am, than a TECHS board member, let me conclude by giving you a few pointers on how to act in the professional world. Remember, once you arrive in the workplace, you don't get partial credit anymore. What you know is no longer important. The issue is, what can you accomplish, and can your employer get a good return on the investment they made in you? In this regard, you should focus on results, not on your career. Your career will take care of itself. And I like to advise both high school and college graduates to use your skills and knowledge that you have learned. Don't be satisfied in taking a job where your formal education is just good background. You worked hard to get a sound education, and you have extremely high value compared to others in the workplace if you use your education to make things happen. Be loyal. That may sound curious when the prediction is that the workplace will become more and more impersonal. However, basic values will never change, and I guarantee you that loyalty, hard work, remaining flexible, and showing your employer you are willing to learn will make a difference, both in how you are rewarded and compensated in the workplace, and also in your own job satisfaction. Finally, make sure you learn to communicate well. Communication is perhaps the least emphasized skill in most educational programs, but I guarantee you that communication will be the ultimate key to your success. Don't forget that practice really does help. As time goes on, and as your responsibilities increase, and as you increasingly are asked to manage projects and people, you will need ever-increasing communication skills. In summary, the new paradigm is change. Technology is king, lifelong learning is mandatory, and employers are looking for leaders. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to visit with you today. It's been a pleasure all year. It's always inspiring to see bright, young, energetic, enthusiastic, and skilled young people. It gives me hope for the future. Thank you.
The first sign that you're getting a really excellent education is when you don't notice how long it takes. That hour and a half only lasted about 10 minutes. Thank you, Dr. Brady, and we look forward to your continued support. Our students have earned scholarship money that totals $539,138. Congratulations. Our graduates have been accepted at the University of Toledo, Bowling Green State University, and Howard University, just to name a few. In this class, we have students who have carved a place in history of Toledo Early College High School and who will make their individual marks throughout the country and the world. To quote Malcolm X, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." No matter what any of you choose to do, you are ready. Nearly 1/3 of the students from the class of 2012 are members of the Toledo Early College High School chapter of the National Honor Society. Advisor, Ms. Mona El-Hayeni. During our commencement program, NHS members will receive their honor cords. Ms. Hill, Vice President of the Toledo School Board, please join me. Ms. Hill, I certify that all the members of the class of 2012 have met the graduation requirements as mandated by Toledo Public Schools and the Ohio Department of Education. Mrs. Hawkins, counselor, Mrs. Francis and Ms. El-Hayeni, and Superintendent Dr. Petko, please join Ms. Hill as we present diplomas to the class of 2012. We're going to stop here.
Paige Marie Adams. Elsie Amadovar Reyes. Denisha Marcia Ash. Tabitha Barnett. Kayla Brienne Brogan. Brian Daniel Branikowski. Lauren Malabanan Buan. Robert James Cagle. Edwin Claiborne. Alyssa Diane Conley. Anissa Covarrubias. Diamond Janae Crumby. Elizabeth Sue Cummins. Brianna Linnell Day. Shalisa Monique Jackson. Treasure Tanae Jacobs. Jasmine Shamir Jenkins. Jasmine Shamir Jenkins. Michaela Jackson Jones. Sarah Beth Ann King. Amanda Colai. Megan Jo Maxey. Jacob David Merkel. Brandon Ray Mueller. Morgan Tyler Newton. Brittany Ann Pearson. Caitlin Marie Pearson. Stuart Plath. Brianna Renee Portillo. James Allen Rice. Tashawn Martell Russell. Mariah Marie Sanders. Tyler Sarah. Maverick Schaefer. Stanley Shrewsbury. Tiffany Mae Sims. Jacob Michael Therese. Brendan Tran. Cassandra K. Ward. Tiffany Renee Watts. Robert James Worthington. We conclude our commencement exercises with instructions from a future doctor, our number 3rd ranked student, Diamond Crumby.
fellow classmates of 2012, please join me as we turn our tassels from the right to the left.
I ask that all members of the audience remain seated as we escort our graduates from the auditorium. I proudly present to you the class of 2012. Please clear the aisle. Please clear the aisle. Miss L, move towards the door, please.